Your move, your move.
What's up guys, it's Rota here and welcome to another video on the channel. For today I got you yet another test hand video. You guys seem to enjoy the last one, so here we are today with Tearlaments. Make sure that if you do enjoy this type of content, you do subscribe and leave a comment down below. Also a quick note for everyone that goes to the hobby shop, the code is no longer code Rogue, but the code is GoldSark. Now if you use GoldSark in the hobby shop in Wales, you will get 5% off for basically everything that you buy in that shop. So make sure you do use it, and the code is GoldSark. It will be pinned in the comments down below. So without any further ado, let's get into these test hands of Tearlaments. As you know, Tearlaments are very mill dependent, so I don't know how these test hands are gonna go. But there is a cool combo that I want to show you if it does come up. It only requires basically one card, which is the Kashtira Fenrir, and we can do a very cool combo line. So I think we're shuffled up here. I'll cut it in half. By the way, I got these beautiful sleeves on the Tearlaments as well. And let's see what we can do. So we're going to draw 5. We've got a Halfness, Scream, Polymerization, a Primitive Planet, and a Terraforming. Now this is actually quite good. So I think we're going to start off our turn with a Terraforming. Terraforming is going to search us. It's going to search us the Kashtira field spell, which is the Pressured Planet. I play 1 just so Terraforming gives you that option. Could have grabbed the second, could have grabbed Paradino, but we already have one in hand, so we have the 2 field spells. Now I'm going to start off by activating the field spell. We're going to add a Kashtira card, and it's going to be our Kashtira Fenrir. So that's very cool. Now we are going to summon Kashtira Fenrir. We're going to use his effect. His effect is going to grab us our Tearlament Kashtira, which I just think is a really cool interaction that it works that way. Tearlament and a Kashtira card at the exact same time due to its name. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to replace the field spell. We're going to activate Primitive Planets. We're going to add, what are we going to add to our hand here? I think we're going to actually add a Rhino Heart to hand. No. What do we have? We have a Scream, a Halfness, a Tearlament. Not entirely sure. I think here we just... Yeah, let's grab Rhino Heart here. We have the Rhino Heart. So now what we're going to do is we're going to activate our Tearlament Scream. We're going to normal summon Rhino Heart, chaining 1 Rhino, chaining 2 Scream. We're going to cut this since we searched. We are going to mill 3 cards, I believe. We're going to hit Merly, Kelbeck, and a triple tactical talent, so not bad. And now we get to send with our Rhino Heart here. So what are we going to send with the Rhino Heart, to be honest? I'm not entirely sure. I think we send... not sure. I think we send a Kashtira just for the mills here. Again, I'm not the best Tearlament player here. I've had the deck a while now, but I haven't played it a lot. So if you do see misplays, do let me know. I just thought these test hands would be cool so I can show you that the deck is still very good. And now we got Chainlink 1, Merly, Chainlink 2, Kashtira, Chainlink 3, Kelbeck. So we're going to mill 7 cards and then we're going to resolve Merly. So let's hope what we can do. We got a Gamma Seal, Diviner. And now we got 3 more? No. Yeah, we've got 4 more. Metanoise, Trivikarma, Agido, and Medora. And now we got to resolve our Merly. So what we're going to do is, Merly is going to resolve. We're going to shuffle back Merly, we're going to shuffle back a Gamma Seal, and we're going to shuffle back this Rhino Heart back into the deck. To the bottom, we're going to make ourselves our Kaleido Heart. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use Chainlink 1 Agido. Oh, we forgot the Metanoid. See, you got to remember so many things. I don't think there was a good target anyway to add. It would have been Kashtira, but we already have one in hand. So it didn't come up, thankfully, that badly. So we're still good. We're still good. Yeah, so we're going to use Agido, Chainlink 1, Planet, Chainlink 2 to pop our Kaleido Heart. And now what we're going to do is Agido mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we got a few chain links again. We're going to do Rhino Heart, chain link 1, Kaleido Heart, chain link 2, and we're going to do Scream, chain link 3. So Scream is going to add us our Sulik to our hand. Rhino Heart is going to special himself by sending Halfness to the graveyard. We can't actually use our Rhino Heart effect again. And then Kaleido Heart is going to summon himself back by sending a Tearlament card to the graveyard. And I think we're going to send our Shiren here. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So Sulik is in our hand. And now what we're going to do is we got 2 Tearlament effects here. We're going to go Shiren. What are we going to do here? Got to think a second. We got a King of the Swamp, so we're going to go Shiren, Chainlink 1, Halfness, Chainlink 2. I don't know if there's anything that we're going to want to send here, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure here, so I think we're just going to use Shiren. Yeah, we're just going to use Shiren and King of the Swamp. I probably butchered this combo. Probably more experienced Tearlament players are just here, like, cringing really hard. But then again, I just want to prove to you that the deck isn't actually dead. And we got a lot of interruptions here. We still have 3 cards in hand. We can still fusion again if we really wanted. And we also have a Sulik for negate. So, end board here, we have a Sulik negation, a special summon negation. We have a pop, we have a banish, we have more mills, we have Kashtira in hand. And yeah, I think that's pretty good, to be honest. Let's go to test hand number 2. So as I said, I'm not that experienced with the deck. You probably saw that I do struggle to, remember. We also had a Trivia Karma for an ad. I also forgot that. I do struggle to remember. Tearlament is a very skill-dependent deck. There is a lot of different combos and a lot of milling that goes on, a lot of chain links. So, yeah, please do forgive me. The more experienced Tearlament players, please do forgive me and just let me know in the comments what I did wrong and just allow me to improve as a Tearlament player, because I do believe the deck still has a bunch of potential, even with everything at 1. So, you saw that we were able to mill a bunch of cards anyway, even though everything's at 1. Okay, test hand 2, give it to my opponent. He's going to cut twice. And let's go. We got a Poly again, Gamma Seal, Triple Tack, Kashtira, and a Talent. So this hand is pretty much unplayable, to be honest. I'm not going to lie, this hand's pretty unplayable. So the only thing I'm going to say is that we're going to go second now. Foolish Burial Goods sort of does fix the hand a little bit, but going first, the hand was unplayable there, sadly. So going second, we're going to Foolish Burial Goods, I think. Yeah, we're going to send the Trivia Karma to the graveyard, I think is what we're going to want to do. Yeah. Then we're going to banish the Trivia Karma, and we're going to grab ourselves the Primitive Planet. We could also have Kaiju'd any threats they had, and Tactics as well. So it's not too bad. We're going to activate Primitive Planet. We are going to add to our hand. That's a good question, actually. What are we going to add to our hand? I think we're going to go Shiren here, I think we go Shiren here. Because this just guarantees a lot of mills. So I'm hoping that we can hit something here. So we're going to go Shiren effect. It's going to summon itself. We're going to send Tearlament's Kashtira to the grave. Is that what we want to do? Or do you? I think we just send the Gamma Seal, actually, if we're not going to use it. Do we have... Then we have to... let's play it safe. Let's send Tearlament Kashtira to the graveyard. So now we're going to mill 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Good mills. And now we got a few chain links. We're going to have Meta Noise as chain link 1, Agido as chain link 2, and Tearlament Kashtira as chain link 3. So let's resolve that. Mill 2 more cards. Nice. Now Agido's going to mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now Meta Noise is going to resolve, adding Tearlament Kashtira back to our hand. Now we got a bunch of other chain links that are happening. We got Scream, we got Halfness. So we're going to do Halfness 1, Scream 2. We also have a Rhino Heart actually as well, don't we? Yeah. So we're going to do... Oh, this is big brain power, which is something I don't have yet with this deck. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We still have a normal summon. Yeah, we're going to do Rhino Heart 1, Halfness 2, Scream 3. So Scream's going to add us a trap. It's going to add us the Sulik. Now we're going to fusion. What we're going to fusion into. Do we just, yeah, I don't think we activate Rhino Heart effect there, to be honest with you. I think we literally just go and we just straight up fuse using a Gamma Seal in our hand into our Kaleido Heart, especially that if we're going second, to be honest with you. I think that's the play. I think that's definitely the play. And now we can go, we can do Kaleido Heart effect. We're gonna I think it does target. We're gonna target something. We're gonna spin it back into the deck, which is nice. We still have a pop if we wanted as well. Now we're gonna do Kashtira effect. We're gonna summon itself. We're gonna banish the Scream. We're gonna mill 3 cards. Come on, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to use Rhino Heart effect. Since I said before we shouldn't use it, we should use it now, definitely. What we're going to do is we're going to we're going to summon him, and we're going to, I believe we can pitch any Tearlament card. Yeah, so we're going to send Sulik to the graveyard. And now Sulik is going to act as a rotor, as Chainlink 2 and Rhino Heart Chainlink 1. So Rhino Heart is going to send to the grave. Who haven't we used this time? I don't think we've used Halfness, have we? Or we have. We have used Halfness. We have to go for Merly here. Merly is going to be sent, and we're going to add to our hand. I think, to be honest, we just grab another Tearlament Kashtira for our opponent's turn. Now we go Merly effect. We're going to fusion here using Merly and King of the Swamp. This will make us our Rukalos. So you see the ability that this deck has to just basically push through loads of boards, like if they're not even there. It's kind of crazy. What else are we going to do here? Same type of attribute with different names. Same attribute but different types. That could work. But I think here what we're going to do is, I think we force the overlay, to be honest. Yeah, if we force the overlay, we can't really fuse into anything, to be honest with you, that's that good. So I don't even know if it's worth doing that. This is why I struggle in the deck, is actually figuring out what fusions I can and can't make. I know we can make a Guardian Chimera here as well. I guess since we resolved the fusion here, we could pop our Shiren, but does that give us anything at the moment? I don't really think it does, you know. So I think this is what we're going to do, and we can tactics them if they've done anything. We have Poly to fusion as well. So going first, remember it was a complete brick, but going second we actually managed to pull out a bunch of resources. So let's go for the third and final test hand. But I think if I did need to improve in anything in this deck, it's the non-Tearlament fusions and making them. I barely ever make them, to be honest with you. And I really think that I should make them more often, I'm not gonna lie. I just struggle to like find ways to make them if they're not sort of with King of the Swamp, I think is the main problem I have with this deck. So, but I hope I am doing a good job in showing you just how good Tearlaments are, to be honest, even after the ban list. I mean, you saw there in the first test hand, we got loads of negates and interruptions. And in the second, I'm pretty sure that if they don't stop our very first play, we can push through almost any board there unless we get floodgated out the game. So we're going to cut again. We're going to go first this time. We're going to try to, unless we brick. So we've got Meta Noise, King of the Swamp, which is nice. Let's not draw the Poly. Halfness, Medora, and a Fenrir. Very interesting, but I think I can show you guys the one card combo here. So what I'm going to do is I'm starting for King of the Swamp. Honestly, if this gets ashed, you don't even care, because you just want him in the graveyard instead of in your hand, because card advantage and the fact that his effect counts in the graveyard or in your hand. So we're going to add Poly. I don't think we're going to use Poly going first, to be honest with you. We're going to summon our Fenrir, use Fenrir effect. A Droll does really kind of hurt here, not going to lie. It is very, very good, a Droll. We are going to add our Tearlament Kashtira. Now what we're going to do is we're going to summon Tearlament Kashtira by banishing our Meta Noise. I guess we could go for the mills here. The only problem is if we mill Merly, the entire combo doesn't work anymore. But what are the chances of that? Let's mill 3. And the first card's Merly. So that is fantastic. Sulik. And another King of the Swamp, which isn't too bad. What are we going to do? We still have a normal as well. We're going to go Sulik, Chainlink 2. Actually, we go Sulik, Chainlink 1, Merly, Chainlink 2. Merly's going to fusion these two. King of the Swamp and a Merly. I'm just going to have to show you guys later on what the combo is. We got the Rukalos, and now Sulik is going to add us a... Should add us a Shiren, I believe, is what we want here. Yeah, Shiren. We had Shiren. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use Shiren effect. It's going to summon itself and pitch Halfness, and we're going to mill 3. 1, 2, we hit the Trificoma now, 3, we hit the Kelbeck. What we're going to do is we're going to go Tearlament, Halfness 1, Kelbeck 2, we're going to mill 5, Scream, Gamma Seal, Kashtira, Gamma Seal, and Talents. Merly's going to resolve. We have the choice here. We can make a Kaleido Heart, but I don't think we do. I think we try and protect through Nib here, to be honest. So we're going to use Halfness and King of the Swamp. We're going to have that double protection. We are going to make our Grapha. Put him here so you guys can see from the camera glare. I do apologize for the camera glare. We're going to normal summon Almudora. We're going to overlay both level 4s into a Time Thief Redoer. Time Thief Redoer effect, since it doesn't detach for cost, it will trigger the Halfness. On resolution, it banishes itself, sends these 2 to the graveyard. I did forget Scream, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay, we live with it. Scream could have got us a trap, and Trificoma could have said something else. It's really important to remember the chain links. I'm not doing a great job in doing it. Shiren effect, we're gonna have to do... We don't even have access to a Rhino Heart, which is kind of annoying. Not going to lie. We don't have access to a Rhino Heart. That kind of changes my plan. I mean, we have declared it now, so same attribute but different types. Thing is, this is what I struggle with. Is there any darks? I don't think there is. No. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of annoying. We have an Earth, we have a Water, we have a Dark. Yeah, we're just going to have to go Grapha and Shiren since I've declared it now. Not optimal. I thought there was a Rhino Heart in there. We're going to make Kaleido Heart. So I guess we got both again. Now what we're going to do, since we are still going first, is we're going to Trificama. We are going to search for our Sulik to just get that negation, basically. And it sets up future plays. I think Sulik's has been milled, hasn't it? We've milled both our traps. Yeah, we have. So we're going to have to grab something that mentions Visa's Starfrost. I think we haven't got a choice. I think we've got to grab the planet. Planet it be. I guess now we activate planet. And we grab a Halfness, I guess. Or Tearlament Kashtira. I guess it's really up to preference. We have these 2 guys now. Big chilling. What could we use them with? I guess we can link them off. We could make a Cross Sheep, I guess, if we really wanted to. That could reborn something interesting. If there was a Divine of the Herald, I think the play would be make Cross Sheep, but I don't think we do here. We could make a rank 7. I have Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack, which is alright. But I think we just leave the board as is, and this is the board that we end up. I probably messed it up monumentally, as I always do, being a Tearlaments player, not a very good one. But we have a Special Summon Negation. We have a Kaleido Heart that if anything gets milled to the grave off our Halfness, will spin. We have a Planet Pop. We have a monster, well, a face-up card Banish as well. So not too bad. And I'm gonna quickly show you guys the 1.5 card combo. We need a Tearlament card in the graveyard or in hand to work, but I'm just going to show you if one was in the graveyard. And all we really need is a Fenrir here. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon our Fenrir, add to our hand a Tearlament Kashtira. Kashtira effect, we're going to banish a Tearlament card from hand or graveyard. It can be a Kashtira card as well. We're going to mill 3. I don't think the mills matter, to be honest with you, as long as it isn't Merly, as you saw before. I'm not even going to activate Kelbeck because I'm just going to show you the combo. We're going to overlay into our Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack effect, detaching, I guess, Fenrir here, just in case we have another Tearlament Kashtira, we can do that. Summon 2 tokens. So these are 2 tokens, and they are level 2. We're going to link them away. We are going to make our Cherubini, which is lovely. It's going to send for cost, so it won't get us a fusion, but they're level 3, the tokens, my apologies, and that's how we make Cherubini. We're going to send a King of the Swamp to the grave for cost, so even if they impermeate, we still send. We're going to now link off a Link 2 and our XEs. We're going to make our Sprite Sprint. Sprite Sprint effect, we're going to send a level 2, which is why Merly is very important. If Merly's sent, we're forced to send Diviner of the Heralds. So send Merly, and then Merly effect is going to fusion. We have a King of the Swamping Grave, which is very nice, and basically gets us access immediately, depending on the mills as well, to either Rukalos or your Kaleido Heart off one card. So really, really nice. I usually just make the Rukalos because it's just a really good card, and it's kind of annoying to out, because if it goes to the graveyard, it just comes back. So I just make Rukalos, and it's also because it's Starlight on Flex. So that is the end of the video, guys. I hope I did a okay job. I know I didn't do the best in showing you exactly what Tearlaments can do and why they are just such an incredible deck. I still do really love this deck. I love it so much that I've actually max rarity'd it as well. Let me quickly show you guys that everything's max in this deck, to be honest with you, apart from the King of the Swamps being the OG supers, or the supers that are really hard to come by. But we got some Fuen ones as well, Fusion Enforcer ones, so they're still the same rarity. I have an ulti terraforming, I just haven't put it in. But apart from that, everything else is max rarity. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll catch you all on the next one.
It's time! Let's go!